In this video, we're going to look at how to export GNSS baselines from EZSurv software to DynAdjust. So here we are in the EZSurv software. As you can see, I have a network of stations and I let the software process all the possible baselines. So you can see this is what it looks like. And now what we're going to do is we're going to export a selection of these baselines to DynAdjust. So to do that, we're going to go to the Tools Export menu. You can see there's a number of options, and we're actually going to export two files, the baselines and the sites or the stations. Let's look at the sites first. So you can see a number of sites have been selected, but a couple of things worth noting here. So for a start, there's an option to export post-process coordinates or field coordinates, and the default version is post-processed, which is good, which is what we want, so we'll leave that. But over here, we see the filter is set to all processed. And what that means is that it's only going to include stations that have been processed. So it's not going to include the reference stations. In my case here, I have one station that's a reference. And as you can see, it's not included in this list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to all sites. And now that's been included. That's all good. The export profile we can leave on CSV default. There's a few other options there, but we'll just leave it and press OK. Now it'll give you a warning saying that some sites are not adjusted and you still want to export them not adjusted, and that's fine because we're actually going to adjust them in DynAdjust. So we'll just say yes to that. File name, it will take the project name and then it will be underscore sites.csv. So we'll save that. Let's have a look. Now what you actually see is that it has exported two files. The sites and also the header file. So let's have a look at the header file first. And as you can see, there's some information here on the datum, the projection, the coordinate system, and so on. So we don't actually need that. We can close it and let's have a look at the sites. And here we have all our stations and their coordinates, which is what we need. So that's good. Let's close that and go back to the software. And now we're going to export the baselines. So we're going back to the export menu and click baselines this time. And now you can see that all the baselines that have been processed are here. They're highlighted and there's some information on each of them. So what we can do is we can press this button that says compress all. So now all we see is the baseline name. And if we don't want to export all the baselines and we only want to pick a few, we can just click and use Control click to select a number of baselines, and I'm just using it randomly, so I'm just going to pick a few like this. And again, we can use the CSV default profile that's here. I'll just show you what it looks like. So as you can see, this is all the items that you can include in a profile if you want to create a new one and so on, or edit this one. But we don't need to do that because everything that we need is already included. So we have the base site name, the remote site name, the GNSS vector, and the covariance matrix terms over here. So we don't actually need to do anything. So let's just click OK and save that. Again, it's going to use the project name underscore baselines this time. Save. Let's have a look. Again, you can see that it's created two files. The header file is going to look exactly the same as before, so we don't need that. Let's have a look at the baselines file. And here's our baselines. So as you can see, everything's here. The base site name, remote site name, the dx, dy, dz vector components. And let me just make it a bit more clear. And here's all the covariance matrix components. And that's it. Okay, so now that we have exported our baselines from EZSurv, we're going to need to convert them to a format that DynAdjust uses, which is an XML format known as DynAML. We have a conversion utility that can do this on our website. You can see the address over here in the address bar, and we're also going to include it in the description to this video. Now, to use this utility is quite simple. You have to choose the correct file format. So in this case, it's going to be EZSurv CSV format. And we need to choose our import files. And the good thing about this is that we can do multiple files at once. So here I'm going to choose my baselines and the sites using Control-click. And I'm just going to click on the process button. Now the default file name is output.xml. You can rename it to anything you like. I'll just say DynAdjust import and save. So here's our file. Let's have a look at it. You can open it in a text editor such as Notepad++, and this is what it looks like. You can see that all the stations are there with their coordinates, and if we scroll down far enough, we'll also see our baselines. And that's all there is to do. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.